Brothers, welcome back to DummyNation. Today, we're going to be playing as one of the most upvoted nations in one of the previous videos that we had, which is Poland. Now, Poland starts off as a hard start. Let's take a look at what we're working with. So we are the 21st best GDP, 21st best military power. GDP per capita is 55, so not the worst, not the best. Troop-wise, we've got a decent amount of commandos, no gunners, 3,000 tanks, and 3,000 rockets. So looking pretty well. Now, our diplomacy is great because we are part of the EU/NATO, so we're in a good situation there. And we do have access to Russia, which is going to be really good for us later on in the game. So let's go ahead and, you know what? Let's do some flavor here. Let's stay as a democracy. This go. And as far as democracy goes, let's see. We're going to keep that up. Keep that here. I'm going to lower military service because I don't anticipate getting attacked in the meantime. In fact, let's drop that down to 1%. Bring this down a little bit. And actually, I think that's better. That's going to hurt our money a little bit, but it'll be fine. Troop-wise, let's go ahead and recruit some units of commandos. We got 3 million in the bank to spend. Commandos are going to be a little bit expensive, unless we want to go into like Belarus right away, who's the 96 GDP per capita. That would involve a fight with Russia. We could get a cheap alliance with Russia, attack Belarus, who's got 2 million firepower. We've got 10. We'd win that battle. You know what? I think it's still better just to recruit the troops and pay the higher price. So let's get a full unit of them. Let's get 2 units of gunners. And honestly, another unit of commandos. Tanks, we would love 1,000 if we can get it, if we can swing it. And then we'll throw the rest into rockets. And I think that's a pretty good military. Economy-wise, let's go full army mode. Let's get 3 units in combat training and 3 units in reactive armor. Increase the capabilities of our foot soldiers and our tanks, and then fix our budget. We're going to bring down social spending and bring up liquidity. Bring up this R&D as well. 2.75 is pretty good. So I think that'll be a nice mix. Now, what are we looking for here in Poland? Well, as part of the EU and NATO, we have the freedom to attack probably one country here in the EU and NATO. In all likelihood, unless Germany falls, I'm not going to do that. We could attack Ukraine, we could attack Belarus, and we can attack Russia. Now, we don't technically have free sea access because of Denmark. This doesn't count as access to the sea. So that limits the amount of people that we can attack. So I think our best option for the time being is waiting for one of these 3 nations to fall. And we don't need to spend any money on alliances. So let's go ahead and start zooming into the future and just wait to see what happens. Ukraine's fallen. All right, let's check out Ukraine's diplomacy. Not really friends with anybody, so I think Ukraine's free for us. So let's go grab Ukraine real quick. Let's jump in on this one. Once we don't even need to worry about their army being defeated. Let's just immediately split and just start grabbing the rest of the country. They're going to bring over their army, but it's very inconsequential at this moment. Estonia and everyone's going into Germany. I think that's a little bit... Russia still has an army that I don't really want to challenge. So I'm happy to just take out Ukraine for the time being and then maybe look to Russia. But they have a military. I'm fighting the military. There we go. Yeah, they have less than 1 million in firepower. Ukraine's going to have a lot of rebels, but once we get rid of this army and the second army's over, we'll be fine. Now, Russia and Germany are fighting. This could be interesting. This is going to weaken up both people. Both are ones we want to attack. Russia might be the priority just because they'll have less allies. But obviously, first we want to get down Ukraine all the way. Okay, Ukraine has been defeated. That is fantastic. We've moved up to the 20th best GDP. Didn't lose a ton of military, but let's just be patient here. And we still have our military that we need to get. So we're waiting on those guys to come through. We only got 1 unit of gunners, which is why it was hard for us to take territory. But now we'll just wait this one out a minute. We could take down Russia pretty easily, or Germany. Germany's actually really weak. We're still friends with everyone. What about the United States? They're out. The United States is the one that might get involved. Can we get an alliance with you? It's expensive, but we can do it. But now we have free reign to attack Germany because we're allied to all their allies. And I think this is a move that doing it will really secure our victory forward. So let's immediately attack Germany, see if anyone declares war on us. Nope. Everyone's fine with this. So we didn't lose any allies. And now we get Germany for free. No one else is going to join in on attacking Germany. We'll get Germany and Switzerland. This is going to be really good for us. So let's go ahead and split now that we defeated their army and just roll through the rest of Germany. Russia is getting attacked. They still have 4 million. So I think we have time to do this before we need to get over to Russia. Okay, Germany's been defeated. We're now the 3rd best GDP. And we have all of our army ready to go into Russia. So I think we just move over there and begin that battle. I don't know where Russia's army is, but the United Kingdom is fighting them down freely. So let's gather everybody together and attack from the south and push up towards Moscow. There's Russia's army. That's what we've been looking for. Defeating this will be key to our future. They're down to 2 million. Now I feel really comfortable splitting, so let's go ahead and do that and start pushing for territory. North Korea's an enemy of us. Let's go ahead and buy them off. Pretty cheap to do so. And now we just go for economy. Okay, now we have all our troops. So let's combine and rebalance. And we have 1 million in the bank already because we are so economically powerhoused that we can just start recruiting again. Go for St. Petersburg. Not a bad call. Let's send a unit up there to go fight St. Petersburg and continue on into the east with this unit. Oh, multiple. Needs to really be a toggle. Or not a toggle. Like a one-time thing. Let's take you and go down south now. There's the rest of Russia's army, so that should be defeated. And now we have free reign to Russia. Yes, indeed we do. Okay, that's done. Why don't you go up here? And did we maintain our alliance? Let's take a look at our diplomacy. No, we lost our alliance with the United States. Exchange rate's at 82. So I think we won't waste our money getting more alliances. We'll save that for troops for ourselves. I forgot Belarus exists. Yeah, I mean, they're doing all right. They're not bothering us. So I don't really want to engage them right now. Just because of the amount of troops that we would get. I don't know if it would be justifiable to spend the money to get what economy we would out of Belarus when we can just continue to keep grabbing Russia. Russia still is the 20th best GDP. And we have money for tanks, so let's get a bunch of tanks out there. Make sure that you don't worry about the islands for now. I know these guys could potentially break up some of our back lines, but we'll bring this army over and crush these. Just to keep on the offensive in this moment. South Korea's gone. Wow. China, how are you looking? 17 million. I mean, other than those tanks, that's doable. And I'm actually going to take this new army and push down into Iran. Iran doesn't have any troops left, but they still have a lot of good economic zones. They're the 46th best GDP. I mean, we have the free army. Might as well use it for that purpose. So let's go ahead and invade them. Keep these guys on Russia. And just grab what territory we can. In fact, this army is big enough to split, so let's do that. And start re-recruiting another army. What has Algeria done? Gun 8 mode, brother. They've gone crazy this game. I don't think I've ever seen that aggressive. All right, we finish up Iran. Let's just continue down here, grabbing this territory. Decreasing our GDP per capita as much as we can, because I think it's rather high at this point. 32. Yeah, we definitely need to get some smaller, weaker GDP countries off our backs while these guys continue. Where did you go? You're all the way finishing those islands? Whatever. And then you go into, who's this? Kazakhstan? Yes. And then you, as soon as you finish up, go into Uzbekistan. Okay, those guys are done. India's down. I don't know. I think we dedicate the time to finishing off Russia. Russia, then maybe North Korea. Not a bad call. I think North Korea would be a good one. 4 million. We can definitely take that. 40th best GDP per capita is a little high. I'm looking to lower it. India could be a good target. Since they don't have a military, I think we might do that. How strong is our military? Do we have 1 million? Yeah, I think we finish up Russia, prioritize that, and I think we move into India. India would be the best option for lowering GDP per capita. Yeah, because not only is their GDP low, per capita low, their population is very high. Start bringing this army over and recruiting another one. Okay, let's take our military. We finished Russia. India is a prime target to lowering our GDP, which needs to be our primary goal right now. Our GDP per capita is 29th in the world, which means things are very expensive. But India not only has a high GDP per capita, it also has a very high population. So as long as we keep our army together, we shouldn't have to worry too much about India's fight against us. And let's just try and avoid going through territories so we don't lose unnecessary troops. Just draw a path there and work through India. Now, it would be faster to split our army. I'm not going to do it because India will spawn so many rebels, notoriously so, that by keeping our army together, will take longer to take the territory. We're not in a rush. There's not really any competition to do so. And we'll take less losses along the way. Now, United States going to Myanmar would be a fight I would naturally have loved to be involved in, but I think India needs to be our prize. It is also democracy with high military service. Yeah, that's another reason why India is a problem. I'm going to split this army once, though, just to try and advance taking land. Not the United States. I think 20 million is more than enough to kind of move the line a little bit without taking too many attrition losses. But just from this little bit of territory we have, we've already raised our score from 30 to 45, which is good. So this slow, steady progress is going to pay huge dividends for us in the late game. Let's have you push down south because I'm worried about losing territory to Portugal. And we have 10 points, so let's unlock the economic research, get a little bit cheaper bonuses there. And we'll start working down smart taxation. We need 4.1 research points to get that, so as soon as that's available, that'll work out for us. GDP per capita is 53 right now. Oh, things are really rolling. It could be a good time to go in the United States. Mexico's available, though. Let's keep our eye on India. I think you have an avenue. Yeah, you do. You don't. It doesn't count that as a border. That's frustrating because we're going to be dealing with rebels for a long time now. And Vietnam's out of the game. Let's send an army to fight Vietnam. Go into them. United States, yeah, you allied to us. Vietnam is done. Armies are ready. Forget about the rest. Let's move into Mexico. 64 million. And then I think we're going to want to strike at the United States at some point as well. So let's send everybody over there. Let's start recruiting another army. I think attacking the United States sooner rather than later will be good, but I think going into Mexico right away is the best thing we could do for ourselves. And I think at this point, we bite the bullet. We flip to fascism. We take the chance. We have a really good shot at taking down the United States. We want blitzkrieg up and we want exploitation up. So let's get that up there and get ready to attack the United States. They've got 12,000 tanks. How many rock? We've got enough to defeat them. It's not going to be a pretty loss, but an early strike at the United States could be a big game changer for us. Okay, let's bank on the fact that the United States rarely has its armies together. Let's go to their capital. We're still allied to them, so we should have a field of view to see if the United States has... They don't have any friends. This is a great time to strike the United States. We should have field of view to see if their troops are nearby. They have unallied us. I think they see what's going on. We've got 64 million. Let's go ahead and start invading the United States. How much troops do you have? I think this might be all of them, but we're quickly knocking it down. Are they out of troops completely? They are. How much did that cost us? About 20 million, but we're golden. Let's push for this territory. I think Canada's invading them too. That's unfortunate for us. We don't want to share, but it is helpful with a little bit of the rebels spawning. I think we're going to have to split again to push Canada back. How big's Canada? I mean, we could fight down Canada, but Canada typically has a lot of friends. How's your diplomacy looking? Yeah, you're friends with a lot of people, so I don't know if the land... China's invaded us, though. Let's see if we can cut that down. That's a cheap peace treaty. We just keep pushing for the United States. Now, fortunately for us, we got Chicago by the looks of it. Let's check the economy map. We did get Chicago. We lost some territory to Canada, but most of the valuable stuff is still in our reach and still available to us. Let's send you back down to Florida. We're going to need some... make sure to secure that. Knock these rebels out along the way. Get as many rockets as we can. How is China doing? They're at 33. It's a concerning number. Let's get down here with this army, which is not done. Go back. Okay, that army's done. Let's send them down to keep fighting the United States. We could really push for the win here. China doesn't have 40% though. The United States still has 11, so let's just keep pushing down the United States. Take a unit back to wrap up this mess. United Kingdom's declared war on us and invaded us and taken a lot of territory. That's unfortunate. I have to keep an eye on you. I think we're losing our friends at this point because we flipped just the United Kingdom so far. But because we flipped to fascism, they're going to be angry with us and they're not going to be the only ones. And we do have 4.1 we could put into smart taxation. Missed that. Still working down the United States. They still have some Alaska holdings, but we're in Central America and working on Africa. Things are going well, but we still need 40%. So China's going to have to be one of our targets here briefly. I just want to see if there's an opportunity to strike when they get weak. Because I think at this point we have a decent chance of getting a speedrun record. Another 4.1 smart taxation. Egypt's declared war on us. Peace out with that. How's Japan looking? We're currently at war with Japan. Who could we take down to guarantee our victory? It's really just China. 42 million. We're not that much stronger. We could take down Canada. They don't have a lot of troops. Their strength lies in their allies. And we're allied to most of the people that Canada is. Is there anyone? Yeah, I think we can take down Canada pretty safely. So let's finish off the United States. I think this should be the last little bit up here in Alaska. In fact, it is. So let's gather. Let's just start telling people to attack Canada. Okay, who's declared war on us? Denmark. Okay, let's go down this list and see who we can peace out with. Denmark, 1 million. I don't know if that's worth it. Who's the biggest one here? Let's check out Romania, Estonia, 7 million. Romania, Belgium did. I think we'll fight them. Greece, what's your military looking like? 6 million, 3 million, 4 million, 100,000. Romania. Yeah, let's buy off Greece. That'll speed things up a little bit and keep you near. In fact, let's just take a moment and combine a couple of these armies for the sake of being safe. This army's getting really pelted. Let's just pull you all together. Finland and the Netherlands have both declared war on us. Finland, the Netherlands. Netherlands is powerful. Let's buy them off. This army's done. Let's send them over here to... Send them over to Toronto. Tell them to attack Toronto right away. And start re-recruiting. Hungary, how strong are you? 3 million. Only 500,000 for a peace treaty. We'll buy that. Check. Yeah, that's worthwhile. And we can finish up smart taxation. Great. We can start working down self-sufficient economy. So things are going well for us. It's just risk managing. Croatia. How many troops do you have? 2 million. I saw Slovenia or Slovakia attack. It decided to go to war with us. Neither are too aggressive. You're cheap though, so I'm going to buy you off. And we'll just keep working down Canada. Now, it's unfortunate that this army is getting targeted because it is our weakest. I want them to target the ones that are on the East Coast because they're obviously the strongest. Italy declared war on us. That's a bad one. That's cheap though. Can we get our alliance treaty back? No, you will not give me the alliance treaty back, but you were cheap to buy off. We're at 82%, so we're very close to victory. I don't think there's a number of good targets we could get without going through China. I mean, Japan and the United Kingdom would arguably be easier because China's got 43. United Kingdom's got 12. And you've got 11. I think it might be worth jumping on Japan regardless. So let's finish up with China, or excuse me, not China, Canada, and deal with Japan and see how close we are. Because if we fight down the United Kingdom, we're going to be fighting all of Europe. So that might not be cheaper after all. Now, what is France doing? Where are they going? What are they getting all antsy about? Spain's declared war on us. They're not that strong. They're cheap to buy off though, so that's good. China's really going on the warpath. They got to be cheap, right? Not really. They got 20k tanks, which is a problem. What's our military looking like? 90 versus 55? Maybe we line up for China. The reason why is we know their military is not at home. So we're going to be able to piecemeal them. And if we can take out China, we're going to win the game. So let's do that. Let's get everybody over here. Yeah, they're moving down. This is the perfect time to strike China. Okay. Fight down China. Go. They've got 14 million. Oh, perfect timing. Perfect timing. Let's set up recruitment to get another army ready though. We've got 90 million. We can definitely split. And once we defeat their army, we might splinter and push for the win. I think that could be a play. But we need to defeat them. Otherwise, our strategy, I don't think, will work. So we need to wait for their army to get here. Japan's declared war on us. Let's avoid that if we can. I think the rest of the money we have, we save for trying to buy people off. Buy ourselves time to get this done. No ways, China out. Hold on. When do we fight their army? Okay, they're done. Splinter and push. Splinter and push. Let's go for the win here. We only need 10%. You guys, splinter and push. Go everywhere. We just need 8%. We're getting close. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Does anyone know what the world record is? Not a world record? Ah, frick. Okay. That's unfortunate. We did our best. We are at 98, 99, and 100. Very fast game in my book. Let's check out how we did. Where is it? Did I pass it? There it is. Not a world record. In fact, 4th place, but it felt fast. That felt like the easiest hard country there ever was. We missed it by about 5,000 points, but alas, a good game none the same. Thank you for the nation recommendation. If you have a country you want me to play as next, put in the comments down below. Most upvoted country will be added to the list of countries we will do next. But as always, as we do start to wrap things up, I just want to say thank you guys so much for watching, especially if you made this fun the video. If you made this fun the video, hey, give it a thumbs up, really helps out a lot. If you're new around here, subscribe for more. I put out videos every day, but boys, I will see you in the next one.